Good evening and welcome to another edition of HGP Sport. For today, I'm JADON Samuels. Thanks for joining us. The Warriors continues to dominate, making a feast out of the Jamaica Talawas on Thursday. The tournament favourites, the Warriors, is currently taking on the Trinbago Knight Riders at Providence. The details in this report. Encountering their worst start in the CPL this year, the Amazon Warriors showed why they are unbeatable, at least up to this point, finishing at 156 after being at 8 for 4, thanks to Shoaib Malik, 72, Shafrain Rutherford, 45, and a quick 18 down the order from Kimo Paul. After losing the top 4 for just 8 runs, Captain Malik arrived at the crease and together with Rutherford roared again, getting the Warriors to safety, while young Kimo Paul latched on to a few, getting the Warriors to 156 in 20 overs. The excitement continued for the thousands in yellow at Providence as Chris Gale was bowled first ball by Chris Green, putting a dampened approach to the required 157, a target the Talawas never got close to. The Talawas stumbled and crumbled to 79, their lowest total in CPL history, their highest score being 21, made respectively by Glenn Phillips and Lilton Das. Superb bowling for the Warriors, Imran Tahir again among the wickets, taking 3 for 12, Chris Green 1 for 20, Qais Ahmad 2 for 20, Kimo Paul 2 for 2, Chandar Paul Hemraj 1 for 7, Warriors winning by 77 runs. The Warriors is currently taking on the Trinbago Knight Riders at Providence. JADON Samuels, HGP Sport. More cricket news. Cricket West Indies begins regional search for selectors. We have the details in this Samuel Gillis report.
Cricket West Indies announced on Wednesday that it has started the recruitment process for selectors for all of its teams. This is part of the new mandate for the structure of its selection panels, which was approved at the regional governing body's last directors meeting in Tobago. CWI said in a media release a total of 21 prospective candidates for the selection panels were identified by the Selection System Review Task Force, chaired by CWI Vice President Dr. Kishore Shallow, and 18 have since confirmed their interest. The candidates have participated in a first-round exercise which would be used to determine a shortlist for follow-up interviews. The selection panel interview process is planned for completion by October the 18th. All West Indies women's and girls' age group teams will be chosen by a single panel comprising an executive selector, a selector, and the team's head coach. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
Andre Russell, Glenn Maxwell, but no A.B. de Villiers for main 100 draft. Here again is Samuel Gillis.
Andre Russell and Glenn Maxwell are among 165 overseas players to have registered for the inaugural draft of the 100. The first and full of overseas stars who have signed up for the tournament were released on Tuesday and included many of the biggest names on the T20 circuit, including Rashid Khan, Chris Gale, and David Warner. The full list of overseas players ahead of the main player draft on October the 20th includes players from 11 different countries, including Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Ireland. The most notable absentee comes in the form of A.B. de Villiers, who had previously expressed his interest to play in the competition. De Villiers said in January that he was open to playing in the tournament, but now he has no plans to do so. The top brand of draft picks will be paid £125,000 for their involvement in the tournament, 8 group games spread out over the course of a month. For HGP Sport, I am Samuel Gillis.
And finally, in sport this evening, the Buxton Cricket Club on Friday received its first donation after the gruesome fire at the weekend, which completely destroyed the club belongings, amounting to over $500,000. The details in this report. Believed to be the work of arsonists, the fire completely destroyed the club's cricket gear, but now the members can smile again as the National Sports Commission has pitched in following the airing of the tragedy on HGP Sport earlier this week. Speaking to HGP Sport Director Christopher Jones said he is fully aware of the club's commitment to the overall development of youths through cricket despite its challenges.
We heard, we saw what had happened, and learning that their equipment have been destroyed. The National Sports Commission, and this is in collaboration with West Indies Sports Complex, because I reached out to them, indicated that, well, I have some amount of the cricket gears that is needed. West Indies Sports Complex readily came on board to lend support.
Buxton Cricket Club President S.E. Peters said he is overwhelmed by the gesture and is encouraging the public to support in whatever way possible so that the club's activities can continue.
Well, the initiative been good. We reached the director land before this place in Bondong, August as Golden Grove Academy, and I invite you to come up and take a look at the ground. I know he's scheduling busy, but finally he respond to the call and he come up in Buxton and he assist his sports director and West Indies Sports Complex owner. Then come together and donate the gears to the Buxton Kalupa Cricket Club that the old place was burned, all our gears. But the initiative was good, and he will continue to keep the youths them away from crime. The people, youths them from Golden Grove, Beirut, Buxton Paradise, and Hansgrove various community, and bring these people together back so we could work with the youths to keep them away from the smoking of marijuana and crime, gambling, and other activities around the community. And this initiative is good, and I must thank all the news media them who have carried this broadcast and continue. We still have to get funds for do back the flooring and for patch back the walls and for paying back the room and do repairs back. So who want to come on board and contribute with financial help or any format of help, we still have to get back our pitch covering, we have to get back the horse and pump.
Jadon Samuels, HGP Sport. That concludes our cast for this evening. I'm Jadon Samuels, reminding you, as always, say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.